Howdy, Possum Patty here, and it's Christmas in July. If you watched my preview video, you know that I started with all these Christmas gift bags that I got at a yard sale this summer. Whole stack of them, like for $1. There's more, there's a lot of them. And I have some Christmas cards, and I was trying to decide which card to put on the cover. And I'm just making the cover out of some packaging. I have the spine and two covers. I was going to put them together like that and make a journal. And then open up the bags and make some signatures for inside, because they fit perfectly. And then I was going to put something on the cover and then probably use these cards. So I have lots of bags to make pages, and I was all set to go. But then I walked over there to get something, and I walked past my great big pile of Dana Haycock calendars. And these are printed on this awesome poster paper. And there's more over there. I have a great big pile of them. And each one has a separate poster for each month. And I was thinking, let me see what they have for images for Christmas. Isn't that cute? Look at the snowman. So I started pulling out all the images that might look like winter or Christmas or anything to do maybe with the holidays or just winter time or just fun like kitty cats and puppy dogs, things like that. And I came up with a great big stack of them. And I think I'm changing my whole operation here. So what I'm going to do is put aside the cards and the paper bags for now. And then maybe later on I will make a daily for December using these, because it's already ready to go, right? Paper bags and cardboard. So I'm going to put these aside, and I'm going to pick out a whole bunch of calendars and July. And this is an old calendar, so this is 2006, but back in 2006, the 4th of July was on a Sunday. So this is good to go. So I might put this probably not on the outside cover, maybe on the inside cover, like I did with the journal that I just finished, which is where? It's over here. On this journal, I put the calendar on the inside, so I might do that. So give me a minute here and I will clear this off and move on to the new journal idea. Okay, so on to my new idea for my Christmas in July journal. Now this might be way different than what everybody else does. I don't know, I haven't watched too many videos, but it seems like most people just kind of go with a Christmas theme and they make a journal and then they save it and use it, I don't know, at Christmas time, I guess. But I'm going to make a journal to journal in during July, but it's going to have a Christmas theme, and I'll have Christmas memories, and I'll be journaling about what's going on in July. So again, this is probably going to be one of your typical Possum Patty's Cosmic Smash books. So even though this is 2006, July 4th falls on a Sunday, so I can use this calendar in my book. I might put this on the inside front cover. So again, I have all these large calendars, a whole bunch of them that I got at a yard sale with this beautiful paper. And I cut some cardboard and I started making some signatures. And I cut the calendar pages down to size. So this is about as tall as many of my journals, but it's going to be a little bit wider. It's going to be quite a bit wider. Journal I make is usually like around that size or that size. But I thought it might be fun to do a larger page. I hope I don't regret that. And I have, this is cardboard that comes in with the calendar, so that was pretty handy. Cut that for the cover. And so I have here somewhere, what I was working on was the front cover, and I was thinking about putting a nice snowy picture. And then I have my Christmas tractor, but you know what, it's got a flag on it. So this reminds me of the 4th of July, and it's Christmas. So I made a little slice there, and I might put this right in there and make it part of the picture. And then I was thinking about putting December up here. And then I had a little July cut out, but I just moved everything around. This will probably be my spine. And now I gotta find my little piece of July I took off. All right, let me go find it. Okay, here it is, and just put it like right there. I might add some other things, but I think this might be the foundation for my front cover because it reminds me of 4th of July and December. And I saved all the bottom half of the pages that I trimmed because it's got some really fun numbers. And I can cut these out and use them in collages or on pages or to denote whatever. Even got another December. Alright, so I'm going to hang on to these. Alright, so this will have to get glued down as a collage, but I was thinking of putting some material on here first before I glue all this down. So this will be a project coming up. Like I said, this is my spine. And these are going to be the signatures. At first I was going to make 2 signatures with 5 pages in each. But then I decided I was going to do this the original way I was making junk journals. And that was to make all the pages first and then sew them onto the spine. And to do that, that works easier with smaller signatures because when you get a nice chunky signature with everything loaded on it already, it's a little hard to sew. So I decided to divide it up into 4, but 4 does not go into 10, does it? So I've got 3, 3, 3, and 1. Now either I'm going to leave 1 out or make a couple more pages. Let me just show you some of the images. Look at this beautiful green truck and a red background. How Christmassy is that, even though it says November? And I used to have an old green truck, so I'll have to put a picture of that on this page. And beautiful snow scenes and kitty cats, snowman, cardinal, hot cocoa, snow falling, cookies, more snow, teddy bears, more snow, and snowman and a puppy, and a church, and another puppy, and a house. February is my birthday, cupcakes, and a tree. So I need 2 more pages. So I'm going to show you how I made these signatures. Well, how actually I made the page because I put 2 posters together. So I'm going to show you how I made that, and that might be it for this video by the time I get all this done, right? So to make 2 signatures, I'll need 4 pictures. So I've got 1, 2, and I'm not going to use this. That's going to go somewhere else. Okay, here we got 3. Well, I got 2 with plates. I'm sorry, these are so big. And I've got one that says December. Looks like lights on the trees and in the window. That's kind of pretty. And I've got a European robin. I've got another cat. And I got some more cups. And this is just extra poster paper that comes with the calendar. So I got a big decision to make. I think I like the blue. So maybe I'll go with these 2 and this one. And probably something that's not plates. I can save these for another journal. So that's going to be either the cat or the bird. I think I'll put the bird. I already got a cat in there. So this is going to be a mashup. Crazy journaling, Christmas memories, blue book, probably some nature journaling. Okay, I'm just going to cut these all to about the same size. I wasn't exactly on target with the ones I've already made, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these and I'll be back. To hold the 2 pages together, I use pieces of old mailing envelopes. So if you ever get any Happy Mail or you order anything and it comes in these mailing envelopes, this one's Priority Mail, and it's made out of this really strong Tyvek material, or you could just buy these anywhere, stationery supplies. And I cut a little strip. I cut one, I gotta cut another one. I get this in here. Okay, I'm just gonna line this up. Slice and dice. Okay, got 2 of them. And then I fold it in half so I know about where the middle is. Make a nice crease. Like so. Okay, I decided that this was going to be first. And let's see. And then it would have to go like this. So I try not to put 2 plates or 2 houses together, or 2 animals, kind of break it up a little bit. All right, so these 2 are going to go together. And I used the Fabri-Tac on this. This Tyvek mailing envelope, if you can save some or buy some. They sell them everywhere. You can get a great big pack of them on Amazon, I'm sure. It's also really good for enforcing spines, if you're making your own journal and you want to reinforce the spine on it where you attach it to the cover, this works really well. Okay, and then I just kind of line this up. Doesn't matter if it's bigger because that can get trimmed off later. And just make sure everything is right side up, because I have done upside down before. And I leave just a little tiny space. Just a little tiny space right there, because that's where I'm going to be sewing. And it'll be easier if I can get the needle like right in there and sew through the Tyvek, which is very, very strong. And when that dries, I'll trim it off. Put it down on the floor to dry. And this will be my last one to put together. Let's glue on there. I don't know if we have any European robins in our country. We have other European birds like the starling. I don't know why this artist in Maine would paint a European robin, except for they're so cute. Why wouldn't she, right? Oops, here we go. Again, leaving a little crack there. I think I got too much glue on the other side. I'm gonna have to check that. Yep, I did. That was my fault. That was my fault. I schmooed it. I schmooed it good. At least this Fabri-Tac comes off pretty easy. Just rub it with your finger. And it's good enough. And there. Okay. Well, I have to let these dry, and then my signatures will be ready to start working on. And again, I'm going to have 4 signatures with 3 in each, so I'll have 12 times 4, because a lot of pages. Probably going to take me 2 months to fill this up. So it's going to be kind of like Christmas in July and August, I bet, by the time I get all this done. But this will be fun. This will be lots of fun. So maybe I will do some more work on the cover, but I have to go find material. Okay, I'm trying to pick out some material to cover the cardboard for the cover. And I went to my material bucket, and I've got this Christmas material, red and green. And I wanted to do blue, but then I put this red and green on there so I could do like a country, folksy kind of farmhouse pattern, or stick with blue. I think anything will look good. And I bought this at a yard sale for just pennies, actually. And there is a blue in here. Oh, this is pretty. I don't know how big these are. Ooh, I like that. Look at that. There's a purple too. Oh, and there's a green. And a red. These are really pretty. Kind of goes with that too. Okay, do I want to match the tractor and the American flag, red and green, or do I want to go with the blue and purple? You know, I don't even have to put this blue and purple on there, do I? I could just put this December and July and save the snow picture for something else. And just go with December and July. I think this is so pretty with the stars and the moon. This one's very farmhouse. Could do spine red and the cover's green. Or we can do moon and stars. And let's see, where's the red one? Red one, red one. We could do something like this on the spine. Oh, I like this. I like this, I like this. Okay, I will be right back. Well, we're getting towards what the final product may look like. And I think I'm going to mash it up and do the green and the red behind this card because of all the green and red on there. And I cut a piece of quilting batting to put over the cardboard because I kind of like the feel of that softness behind the material. And then for the spine, I think I'm going to go with this beautiful blue material, carry over the blue from the card here. And then on the back, I'm going to use that green and the red and just put another old Christmas card there. So this is my starting point. You know, I always have a starting point. Things may change as I go along. But this is going to be somewhat of what the outside cover is going to look like. And I'm happy with it, but I may have to add some more Christmassy kind of things on here. I don't know, rickrack, ribbons, something Christmassy on here. But this is a good place to start. So this will be in the next video on how I'm going to put this all together. So I just want to wish everybody happy junk journaling, happy Christmas in July, and thanks for coming along. Bye-bye now.